Hello friends, how are you? Vladimir here. This is the weekly forecast, 8th of February 2015. Well, non-farm payrolls was massive, and the result maybe not so surprising. US economy, after all, still adding over 200,000 jobs, which is good, and the unemployment rate keeps being low, even though it was increased a bit. So basically, not too much changed, and yet the reaction was massive, mainly on the yen pairs. We got really massive rally, starting to create higher highs here, which brings me under some attention, and I will talk about it very, very soon. So let's put cards on the table, and let's see what we have for this week. First pair I would love to trade is the pound dollar, because from my point of view, it's preparing something interesting. We can see that the pair is bouncing from this, as you can see right here. If we go through all these tops, right, you can see the pair is bouncing right from the tops. But if we put the line on as many spots as we have a bullish view. And I want to remind you, this weekly pattern normally, and of course it's not 100%, normally brings a rally. Okay, inverted hammer, then equal tail candle. You can see here equal tail candle. That's a really good stuff, and it normally brings well, interesting things, let's call it this way, into the market. So the way I think it's the best to trade it is actually to start look to buy between here to actually this point. That's the place where I think the buy will take over. The way I see that, we will open with some kind of reverse, then one more push down from this place with a bullish hidden divergence to take and build itself. We should be longing it once again. The protection should be pretty much below this final support, somewhere like here. And I think that this trend line should hold. That's why I place the stop below that. And from my point of view, we will be rallying right from here somewhere to this place. First of all, once again, so drop, continuation to here, then retest last high, and basically from my point of view, it's about to take us to new highs, weekly 20 MA at least, very likely to believe maybe even higher. Before we will probably stop and drop once again. It's really far away from now, and as for now, I concentrate only on the buys. For euro dollar, things don't look too good, honestly, as for now, and personally, I'm not really sure what's about to come next. This resistance we wanted was reached. The question is what's next. Now, one more bottom, definitely acceptable. I would not be surprised if after all it will stop somewhere here and make one more push to 116, 117 before topping. Weekly chart is still under massive extreme. Monthly chart does same. Daily chart does not really support right now because it supports very likely for one more bottom, but I prefer not to touch the euro dollar, and I think pound dollar is much better. And euro pound, from my point of view, is now going down. It looks good. And according to monthly chart and weekly chart, we have more to go, more to offer. So sell rallies, I think it's the best idea to go with. Let's see what we have on the 4-hour chart. It's broke. This line was broken. So retest closer to that, better in double waves. And we can definitely go and look for sells. Or alternatively, if it continues a bit lower from here, then look to do double-double. Okay, in this double-double principle, double waves move into one direction, then 1, 2, 3, 4 double correction move, and after that we go for a sell. There is a trend line suggested right here, which we should respect, of course, and 0.7350, 0.73, and then with very big probability, this inner zone is the next and the final target for this pair. From my point of view, there is much more to go. That's the trend line we will probably fight right now. This trend line was broken, so probably we will start to see some kind of reversals, which after that will provide sell and more to gain from. Euro pound, I'm short. Australian dollar, very, very interesting, and I think where all these lines come from, I always wonder when I switch time frames, it switched lines. Aussie dollar, I suppose, will continue and be traded on a bullish pressure, especially after the good news from China. So basically, what I want to see happening right here, you can see it starts to create some higher highs here, which is a good sign. The ideal would be if we manage to continue a bit more in order to create for the first time bullish hidden divergence on the 4-hour chart, which after that I would definitely want to take a buy. I still think we should get going to cross 0.79 to the upside. I want 0.80 to be taken, and I would not be surprised if we will get even more, something like 0.81 or 0.82 for this stage. So I remain bullish while, that's very important to say, this area will hold. Okay, so while we will remain, it's actually support starting from this place to this place, so something like that. While it holds, I would want to buy this small drop and enjoy the next rally taking place. I still think we are going up, and I believe it's going to be in double move waves, like 1 2 1 2. So right now 1 2 1 2, and from here a continuation to the upside. Same I believe is about to happen with the New Zealandian dollar, which also I think is about to continue a bit higher. Could we see small continuation down before it rallies? The answer is yes, but from my point of view, and the way I see that, we should get this duplicated, or at least get very close to that. So starting from this point down to this support, we should get this bullish hidden divergence completed and a rally taking place. This high should be first target to be taken once again. After that, duplication. That's the place I want this pair to end. Dollar yen. Well, let's say good morning to this pair. I was bearish in my mind the entire period lately, but the way it looks right now, it's 1, not clear, 2, maybe just hinting that the bullish move is not over. Okay, the daily chart trend line has been broken right now, right here. Okay, even this double high spots. Bollinger Bands are being broken, so basically it looks like there is more to come from this pair. So drop down to 1-hour chart. We should get double move correction from here or from a bit higher. Double move correction and probably continuation. I think more to the upside. I will prefer to analyze it during the daily forecast, daily videos, and then prepare my buys. I think 120 is definitely achievable right now. Maybe we even go for last high or maybe even new high starting from here. Okay, while this monster support will hold the 117, the pressure remains bullish. Okay. And so for the yen pairs, mainly the pound yen, which looks really nice. I think buy pullbacks starting from here, this place, this support 179.50 down to 178. Now it's pretty big range, but that's where I expect this bullish hidden divergence to hold. Starting from here, I think we should get going higher. Daily chart looks really supportive, and that even if for the short run, that's the trend line that should be retested. For there, we still have more to go, right? Much more to go. So buy dips is pretty much the plan, at least at this stage of the week. The other pairs are also suggesting very interesting opportunities. One I really look to trade is pound against the Kiwi, which from my point of view is going for a massive rally. But the way I think it's going to behave right now is something like that, or a triangle that already started from here, or alternatively it will start to build up some kind of channel like this with one false break, and from here grab the buys. If I read the chart correct, we are about to cross the 210 higher, and we are about to see 215 and then 220. So I'm massively bullish on this pair, and I think it's one of the greatest opportunities. Same I can say about the pound Aussie, which I said not once, I believe is going to 2 or higher. And therefore, dropping to the 4-hour chart, we should see same thing. Okay, correction, and it's better to be somewhere in between 192 down to 190 or a bit lower. And from there, as this is band to band, I wanted to come closer to 20 MA or even a bit lower, and from there definitely once again to the upside. I think there is much more to go to the upside. Maybe we're going to 2. I believe we're going to even higher, something like 205 or 210 before anything dramatic will take place there. And the dollar Canadian, another interesting opportunity. We got really nice bounce during the week, but now the pair is bouncing after the Canadian news. I still think it's only to drop lower, personally. So basically what I think is about to happen right now, this is head and shoulders, right? We might start to create some kind of triangle right here. So from my point of view, sell rallies was and remains still the plan, or alternatively sell this head and shoulders, and then we're aiming 122, 121, 120 on the next stage. I still remain bearish for this pair, and I will be looking to sell rallies followed by divergence. Pay attention to this trend line, better to hold and be respected, okay, because a break above it could well start to draw things different. And let's talk about the commodities a bit. Oil, we've been talking about it during the week. It's massive pullback from here. I still think drops could be used as a buy opportunity. From my point of view, the setup is still bullish. Could we get corrections? The answer is yes, of course. While we remain above the daily 20 MA, I think we are about to rally to 54, 59, 55, sorry, then all the way to 58, 60 zone. Well, or maybe that's the beginning of the rally to the trend line, which will stop us at 65, 67 zone. Time will tell. Anyway, as for now, I remain bullish. And gold, dramatic drop down. Don't get overexcited, because this trend line is not far, and this is a bullish hidden divergence. So we might start to see some kind of a stop on gold very soon, and attempt to rally once again. And well, let's see. Break below this line will bring the bears massively in, and then maybe hint us going for a new low. So stay tuned for that. And that's basically all for this week so far. That's just the weekly forecast, of course. I'll post much more and update you about everything during the daily videos. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was useful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the daily forecasts. And I wish you a wonderful trading week. Yours, Vladimir.